Hello, welcome to JavaScript Fundamentals tutorial. In this tutorial, I am going to show you how to change HTML style using JavaScript. Remember that the prerequisite for this JavaScript tutorial is that you must already know how to use CSS and HTML. So, having said that, this type of styling is called inline styling, and I believe that you're familiar with this type of styling. So it is more like you are trying to use the style attribute to include CSS style in a particular element. So I have actually decided to write this here because I want to first of all show you what it will look like on the browser. So when we remove it, we are going to redo the same thing using JavaScript. So let's quickly go to the browser and see what it looks like. As you can see, it's more like my paragraph has a kind of blue background and something close to white, not actually white. I have actually included the style there. So but I don't want to use styling to include this. I want to actually use JavaScript to do everything. Alright, so what I'm going to do, first of all, I am going to erase this whole thing, and let's monitor the process. So when I erase everything, then it looks plain, as you can see. So, but again, I need to be able to identify this particular paragraph. I'll make it P1. Okay, so it is P1 now, and I'll go over to my JavaScript file because I need to remember what I actually want to change. So I'm going to make sure that I bring the exact inline style here just for reference, not really that we want to start, writing HTML using JavaScript again. No. So quickly, I need to take control of this particular element. And what I'm going to do, as you know, I will create a constant, make it para, and grab that particular element using document dot get element by ID, and of course it is called P1, I guess. Yeah, so okay, why don't I actually make this P1 so that it makes more sense based on corresponding with what it represents. All right, okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do, nothing is happening yet, just take note. The next thing I'm going to do is that I am going to actually add this color. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use dot notation. P1 dot. Now, the attribute that allows us to include inline CSS is style. So I'm going to access the attribute of this P1 and make it dot style. And of course, we have properties that have been defined for this particular element. So the first property is color, the second one is background color, and so on. So I will go ahead and also include the property using dot notation, make it color, and I will now assign the color on the right hand side. The color is this, so let me quickly copy and paste. And let's see what it looks like here. So you can see the color is there, although you can't really see the text fully. But let's progress and add a background color so we see what exactly it looks like again. So p1 dot style dot background color. Now there's something you have to take note of here. Alright, the background color here is written in comma case. So instead of using hyphen, because JavaScript doesn't tolerate hyphen when it's not written within speech marks, alright? So we have to change this hyphen from here to become capital letter C. So comma case is more like if you have a property that is more than one word, but it's usually written using hyphens. So what you're going to do is that you are going to make it comma case. So comma case is a case in that the first word has lowercase or true, and the subsequent words will have their first letters capitalized, just like C is capitalized, and the first word here, background, is lowercase. So that's how to write it like that. And now let's inspect the browser, what it looks like. As you can see, this looks a little bit closer to what we're looking for. So let's continue with this, the rest of this, and which is padding, and I'm going to simply do that. So why don't I copy this, because I think it's more like the same thing going on here. So copy this and make this to be padding. My padding is 10 pixels, terminate, and the next one is box sizing, and my box sizing is, I'll simply copy and paste border box. So you should be familiar with all of this, otherwise I will refer you to go back to learn CSS. So let's quickly observe what happens here. So as you can see, that's it. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe, like, and share.